So this is the part where you measure once and cut twice. Oh wait, no, it's the other way around. So what do you do if you end up cutting your PTO shaft off too short? Not a real big deal, but you do need a couple of tools. You need a good solid bench vise, either a chisel or an air hammer like this. I've bought the new shaft from the Kubota dealer. One of the three edges is flat. This one I'm touching right here is flat, and these other two are pointed. It's a male-female fit for the two shafts. They look the same, but that one fits inside of here. So how are we gonna get the old shaft that's too short, this piece, out of here? We drive out the roll pin, and then there's a press fit between these two parts, and I'm gonna try to get this out without removing that U-joint. So let's see if I can do it. So this is the part where you measure once and cut twice. Oh wait, no, it's the other way around. Measure twice and cut once. So I've got my original piece here that was about 4.5 inches too short. I'm actually gonna cut it about 5 inches longer than the original piece. And that will allow me a little bit of adjustment and fine tuning on the machine. If you don't have a bandsaw, you don't need one, you can use an angle grinder. There's your piece. You definitely want to deburr the inside of the larger piece. And the other end that's going to get pressed into the yoke, you want to deburr the outside of it. The inside you do with the round file like this to get in all the crevices. The outside you can do with a round file or a flat file or some kind of grinder. So I've got the shaft in the vise down here. It's clamped, and I've just set the yoke on top of it. And remember, this flat spot right here, you have to line it up with the flat spot in the yoke. It may be tempting to wail on these little ears right here, and you can tap on them, but don't get carried away with a big hammer and tap them really hard, because you may make them not round anymore. Okay, so I do have this in a 20-ton shop press. Seems kind of silly to be pounding on it when this is the grown-up way to do it if you have one. If I didn't have one, I'd keep working on it with a hammer. But anyway, I've got this ear supported and this ear supported. I'm going to be pushing down with this cylinder right here. And that's it. That's as far as it was the last time. Okay, now to be able to get the roll pin in through that hole right in the center of the screen right now, I gotta use this to line up my drill bit, but then I gotta drill through this shaft that I just installed. So let's do that. A little oil in there. Boop. Okay, now I have a hole straight through that's the same diameter as that. So my roll pin should fit in there nicely. That's in there, flush there, and flush on that side. So this is now installed with a longer shaft.